Well, no need to add milk to this cereal.
I mean, it's already got the milk in the milk chocolate as is. Start your day with silly and safe. Start your day with sassy and sage. Sincerely, simply, seriously cereal.
Everyone is welcome here.
Hi.
Hey, you.
Right.
Right.
Hi everyone, I'm Maxwell.
And I'm Jennifer, one of Maxwell's moms. Welcome to Seriously Cereal.
Episode number 414.
Seriously Cereal is made possible by viewers like you.
And by Blue Legacy, a volunteer-run nonprofit dedicated to bringing people together.
You can find out more at
www.seriouslycereal.org. Thanks, Booty.
If you eat your cereal dry, then you are a snacker, like our buddy, Bowler.
Hello!
Hey, Bowler. Or, if you prefer your cereal with milk, then you are a spooner, like our pal, Spooty.
He's the director.
Yeah.
Every month, we create episodes with a theme, and this month's theme is...
Unexpected twists.
Unexpected means a surprise.
Yeah, something that you're not expecting. Like chocolate with cereal in it.
Knusperflakes, a German milk chocolate with cornflakes inside it.
Cornflakes? I definitely wasn't expecting that. All right, Spoonie. Time to talk. Okay, let's get our plates.
Well, no need to add milk to this cereal.
I mean, it's already got the milk in the milk chocolate as is.
Oh, German chocolate cake isn't actually German.
Yeah, that's true. It was actually named after the inventor of baker's chocolate, Sam German.
Have you guys ever had real German food, like schnitzel or bratwurst?
Yeah, let us know what you think. All right, Spoonie, time to share. Let's see what our friends have to say.
Hi, my name is Amber and I'm answering the question about German food. Have you ever had real German food? Yes, I have had real German food. I live in Texas, and Texas was actually settled in certain areas by a lot of German immigrants. So we have a lot of German food around us. I live very near to several cities that are German based and have a big German culture, and they have a lot of German food. So I've had all kinds of German food. I've had bratwurst. I've had schnitzel, I've had pork schnitzel and chicken schnitzel, which is not really traditional schnitzel, but I've had it from a German restaurant. I've also had something called Rinderrouladen, which is like a beef wrapped around a pickle kind of thing, but it's really, really good. One of my favorite things from German restaurants is Spätzle, it's kind of like a egg noodly pasta, but it's in a weird shape. But I mean, some Spätzle with a bratwurst and some good German mustard, you can't beat it. So I am a huge fan of German food, and I really enjoy eating it, and I actually enjoy cooking it for my family when I can.
Hello there, this is David. Have I ever eaten any German food? Yes, I have. In fact, just this past Christmas, I had several slices of stollen bread. No, not stolen bread. Stolen bread is what you would have if you made yourself the world-famous, most delicious sandwich in the entire world. Peanut butter, Marmite and cheese. Now, if you made yourself that sandwich and I was around, you might well have yourself some stolen bread. No. I'm trying to educate you here to broaden your geographical and culinary horizons. I'm talking about stolen bread, invented in Dresden, Germany, around 1450. Although that one's a bit stale by now, so the one I had was baked more recently. It wasn't bad, it was kind of like a cross between a cinnamon roll and a fruitcake. Not bad, quite tasty. Though obviously not as tasty as a peanut butter marmite and cheese sandwich. But almost nothing can be that good. But stolen bread wasn't too bad.
Hi there, Mark here again. Have I ever eaten actual authentic German food? Little story about that. I had a German teacher in high school, Mr. Eason, and so he was kind of a happy-go-lucky guy, and so we'd always have these little. Sometimes he'd have a yearly Christmas party or something like that. And I remember that he'd ask the students to bring in unusual stuff, and so I remember this one individual brought in something they call German blood sausage, and it is made with blood, so it has a very unique taste to it. It is probably one of the more German foods and everything. So yeah, in addition to we usually think of German potato salad and things like that, yeah, I actually ate, I guess you call it a non-standard in America German sausage, a blood sausage. I think it was just kind of odd and kind of strong tasting, as opposed to you see the normal summer sausages and stuff in school stores and stuff. So it was definitely different. I'll have to admit it's not going to ever be one of my favorites.
Hi everyone, Cyan Bradhacker here, and I have had German foods. I've had schnitzels, I've had bratwursts. My mom actually traced our bloodline all the way back to find out that we actually have some German blood in us. So every now and then we get to make a German dish. Names that I can't pronounce, but very, very delicious dishes.
Thank you, friends.
What do you guys think? Go to seriouslycereal.org and use the mailbox to send us a message.
Yeah, we love hearing.
Hello there, Maxwell and Jennifer.
Hey, Forkamillion.
A serving size is... There are calories per serving, and each serving has grams of carbohydrates and grams of added sugar. Children should have no more than 12 grams of added sugar each day, and adults should have no more than 24 to 36 grams of added sugar.
Thanks, Forkamillion.
You're welcome.
So this whole chocolate bar is 100 grams, and a serving is 31 grams. I'm definitely not surprised that there's 3 servings in here. This is a pretty substantial chocolate bar.
Oh yeah, that's heavy. That's
Yeah,
heavy.
right?
I like the square shape. That's cool and it's very unique. I'm not used to bars in a square.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Hey, Spider. Hey, Bowler.
Hello, Seriously Cereal team! I wanted to let you know that what you're reviewing today costs... And there are... servings. Let's figure out how much each serving costs. Divide the price by the number of servings. Ta-da! Math is awesome.
Thank you, Bowler. And thank you too, Spider.
Okay, 97 cents is actually a pretty good price for a serving of fancy chocolate.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Well, honestly, I can't remember the last time I bought any chocolate bar for less than $1.
Well, that's a good point.
Okay, Spoonie. Time to taste.
Time to taste. Let's do it.
Alright, so As you can see, the actual chocolate bar is also divided into squares. You can actually see the cornflakes like on the edge.
Oh my gosh.
They're pretty big though, and a serving size would probably be around like 5 of these little squares. So we're having more or less half.
So 5 of these.
Yes, that's correct.
Would be about a serving.
Quite a snap though. Let's give it a try.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see the cornflakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
yeah.
And they actually look like cornflakes.
Very hard. Very good crunch though.
Mm-hmm.
It has, but even though it is cornflakes, it has a similar texture once you bite into it to Rice Krispies cereal,
yes,
what they call like cookies and cream. Like there's definitely that little like crispy little bits inside, which is nice. And the milk chocolate is very good. It has that little, what I always describe as like that like cocoa bitterness that I really like, and it's very rich. Like you can definitely, this is definitely fancy.
I think the first thing that jumps out is that it does have it's dense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a thick, heavy, dense chocolate.
Yeah.
It's not airy in any way.
No.
You know how like when they put Rice Krispies into chocolate, you know, there's those little pockets of air then because the Rice Krispies have pockets of air. This does not have that.
No.
So it seems more substantial. It seems like there's more to it.
Yeah.
I think that's that heaviness that we're feeling.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because there is like those like little crispy bits, but yeah, it's not very airy at all.
No, it's not airy. And also, I do feel like with Rice Krispies, the rice has a particular flavor, and this is definitely not rice.
No.
You definitely get a savory, earthy flavor. I don't think I know. My taste buds can't tell it's corn.
Yeah, no, me neither.
But it's just a savoriness that kind of adds to the chocolate. It is not overly sweet chocolate, and it doesn't like start to melt right away or anything like that.
Do you mind if I have one more? Now, if you can hear this, there is quite the snap, and here, you can have the other one. And that actually also applies when you first bite into it. If you'll... Yeah. There is definitely not a lot of for lack of a better term off the top of my head, like give to this chocolate, like or something like Hershey's or Kit Kat, like more American brands. Like you can definitely kind of like just like, I think it's safe to say you can basically just kind of like bite right through. But this, like, although chewing it actually isn't so bad, which is nice because I was a little worried it could be like just like constantly like really tough. The first bite, there's definitely a crunch to it. But it's a high quality chocolate. It's not grainy. No.
It's not gritty or sugary in any way. It's very smooth. Again, it's just not creamy in that soft, melty way.
But it is a little bit melty.
Oh, oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. I think my hands are colder. That's probably why. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can hear it. Like I'm just sitting next to Jennifer, I can hear like how crunchy it is. But yeah, it honestly isn't that sweet like at all. Like that is very interesting. Like stuff like Hershey's or Kit Kat, there definitely is a little bit more of a sweet component. This is not the case here.
And you know, these are not like filled. The cornflakes are throughout. There's not like a hollow core with cornflakes stuffed in it or something like that, like caramel or nougat. The square shape of the small pieces reminds me a lot of a candy, I guess I would call it a chocolate bar, that used to be popular when I was little, that was called Chunky. My favorite one was called Chunky with raisins. They were about this big. They were this shape, a square with little slanted edges. So what is that, a type of little polygon? What is that?
I can't think of it off the top of my head,
but that was milk chocolate, but that milk chocolate was softer. It didn't, I don't remember it ever having like a crunch like this or a bite, a snap when you bite into it. It was more soft, smooth, soft, creamy, whereas it is smooth because it's not grainy, but it is dense and tough with that snap.
Yeah.
That's hard, because it's clearly a good chocolate, but does it need the cornflakes?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, because I'm not actually getting any of the corn flavor, but chocolate kind of overwhelms the cornflakes.
Yeah.
It does have a nice crispiness, but I'm not really sure if it particularly, needs to, is worth, advertising it as, having cornflakes. It's more just like a crispy candy bar that happens to you. The crispiness happens to come from little flakes of corn, yeah?
Oh, this is hard.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to find something to do while we talk about. Oh,
Spoonie, time to listen.
Oh, good idea.
Excellent idea.
All right, I know what to do. By the power of our cereal horns, we call our friend the Buckacorn.
Hello, everyone.
We're back. Did you miss us?
Today we're going to read the second half of the Seriously Cereal coloring book.
Finally.
In the second half of the Seriously Cereal coloring book, we meet a whole bunch of Seriously Cereal friends.
Oh, like you and me?
Well, not you and I. We're actually not in the coloring book. But we may have our own book. Maybe someday.
If you'd like to read along, find autographed copies of the Seriously Cereal coloring book at seriouslycereal.org.
The first official Seriously Cereal coloring book by Maxwell DeMarco. Meet Spoonie. Seriously Cereal's debut mascot is Spoonie. This cute spoon communicates entirely through various dry erase signs, but despite his silent demeanor, he is nevertheless super friendly and eager to discuss his favorite cereals. Unlike his best buddy Bowler, Spoonie's a spooner through and through. He always eats his cereal with milk. It fits rather well, doesn't it? Meet Bowler. It's everyone's favorite snacker, someone who eats his cereal without milk, with the floating cranial accessory. Bowler! A bowl of few words, Bowler prefers to keep his conversations to the point, though not rudely so. His quiet nature lets him get along quite well with his best friend Spoonie, even with their different cereal preferences. It's good to be able to see past our differences. Meet Forkamillion. Self-proclaimed rival to Spoonie and Bowler, Forkamillion is the fancy, snobby, just generally smug host of Seriously Steak, a web series somewhat similar to Seriously Cereal. If somewhat similar means they both sit at tables. Besides that, they're really not competitors at all, yet Forkamillion still hatches ridiculous plans to one-up his adversaries, even if Spoonie and Bowler would much rather they all just be friends instead. Meet Muttmeister. Forkamillion's much more personable dog, Muttmeister is just as much of a steak aficionado as his pet parent. This often leads to trouble while filming, as Muttmeister will try to swipe the steak of the day right off the plate. However, this canine of undetermined breed isn't merely a moocher. Muttmeister has started his own root beer brand to support his owner's ever so expensive show. As for how Muttmeister managed to start his own show, your guess is as good as mine. Meet Pitchy. Spoonie and Bowler's favorite cashier and the go-to gal for delicious baked goods, Pitchy's a big fun to be around. Despite being a pitcher filled with milk, Pitchy firmly considers herself a snacker, and as such is especially great friends with Bowler. Some say, mostly Spoonie, that this friendship could go further, but neither Bowler nor Pitchy seem to have any particular interest in exploring dating or marriage. For now, wistful gazes across the room will have to do. Meet Sturry. Is there an actor in the house? Now there is! Sturry is Spoonie's younger sister, who recently became a major local celebrity upon entering the world of acting. Even after settling down and starting a family, this spoon of the stage can't be kept away from the spotlight, balancing work and her home life with as much grace as she brings to her roles. She might be a bit dramatic at times, but with her talent, It's safe to say she's earned it. Meet Sturbert. Sturbert is Sturry's 5-year-old son, and even at his young age, he already has his adorably big eyes set on the world of film. As a result, he and his mother started attending Acceptance for All, where they work with Spoonie and Bowler to film numerous web series following Sturbert's fantastical adventures. Be it a superhero, a ghost hunter, or a time traveler, Sturbert's talent speaks for itself. When he grows up, you can expect to see his face in a theater near you. Meet Captain Peep. Arguably, Spoonie and Bowler's strangest friend, Captain Peep is a plump, rather marshmallowy chick with a love for the sea. In addition to teaching our own favorite mascot duo how to sail their own ship, the SS Serial, Captain Pete makes his living sailing cargo ships, delivering everything from cereal to couches across the ocean blue. They say Pete based his hat off the hat of a famous cereal-related captain. Or was it a commander? Meet Buck E. Though he claims to be a big fan of Seriously Cereal, Buck E would rather he be the star of the show and is constantly nagging Spoonie and Bowler to add him as a bobber, someone who eats his cereal by smashing their face into the bowl, aka bobbing for cereal, to their snacker-spooner dynamic. Coupled with the fact that he cannot seem to accept that this is a terrible idea, the big-mouthed Bucket isn't exactly liked by our favorite hosts. But Buck E is set to achieve his dream of stealing the spotlight for himself and finally living up to his family name. For the record, his family name is Exasperating. A huge thanks to Seriously Cereal supporter Sherry Miller for helping me, Maxwell, create this hilarious character. Meet Sully S., the amicable owner of the ice cream truck, Sully S's Sundays. Sully S was one of Seriously Cereal's first viewers, and he still watches the show every week. After meeting Spoonie and Bowler in person while he was selling boxes of drumstick ice cream cone cereal, Sully and the duo quickly became friends, and have had several collaborations in the past. Once, while guest starring on an episode, Sully revealed his full name was Sully Sunday. Sully prefers to abbreviate his last name to avoid redundancy in his business name. Meet Carl. A close friend to Spoonie and Bowler since high school, Carl set out into the world with the goal of helping people stay healthy. And while teaching a yoga class fell through due to a lack of legs, Carl found his calling after working his way up the ranks on a local farm, which eventually became his own family-run business, Carrots and Cabbage. Some people have wondered what determines if a vegetable is a sentient person or not. The answer, Carl states, is magic soil. Meet Maxwell the Rabbit. A new friend to Spoonie and Bowler, Maxwell's a local rabbit that agreed to help Spoonie with his magician Halloween costume. It was an easy job since it mostly involved sleeping in Spoonie's top hat. Even post-Halloween, the lazy rabbit decided to crash at the duo's house, dozing away inside the top hat and occasionally raiding the fridge for carrots. Still, every so often he lends a hand with editing their episodes, so Spoonie and Bowler have no real qualms with having him around, even if they occasionally find his teeth marks around the house.
Oh my gosh, that's so many friends!
It was a lot of friends. A lot that we already knew, and some brand new friends.
That was way more than a regular coloring book.
I think that Maxwell and Jennifer have figured out their scores. Shall we pop away and go find a new storybook?
Let's go! Thanks for watching, everyone.
Did you know that everyone at Seriously Cereal is a volunteer? We are. And you can support the show over at seriouslycereal.org.
Because Seriously Cereal is safe for kids, YouTube turns off comments when we post episodes online. But we love hearing from you. Go to seriouslycereal.org and use the mailbox to write to us. Send us a message and we might read it in a future episode.
Seriously Cereal posts new episodes online every Saturday morning, and also they appear on several public access stations and at seriouslycereal.org.
See you next time.
Bye.
Start your day with silly and safe. Start your day with sassy and sage. Sincerely, simply, seriously cereal.